Okay, so in this video I'm going to explain how to thread and operate an overlock machine. It's also called a serger. First off, we've got the on-off switch, which is right here next to the power plug. Now if you pull the plug out, you notice that it has a weird shape. It's made like that so that it will only fit in one way. You can't put it in the machine upside down. Okay, so then moving on, next, this is our flywheel. This is the one that you can hand crank. It's the one that spins when you push the pedal. This one controls your stitch length, and right now I have it set at 1.5 millimeters because this is a Swedish machine, so it's in metric. I'm not sure what this one does, but I haven't ever fooled with it. I just leave it in the central position because I have to look in the manual. And then moving up, we've got 4 different tension controls. And the thing about overlock machines, at least the ones for home use, is that when you thread them, they're color coded, because you notice there are 4 cones of thread, and this one on here on top is called the upper looper. It's replaced with some elastic nylon thread because we're going to be making activewear, which has to stretch. And this controls our presser foot, but if you look down here, see the presser foot moves up and down when you move the lever up and down. And moving on from that, we've got inside is our threading diagram. This one uses blue, green, and red and yellow. The blue and green ones go down here to the lower locking mechanism, and you can see this little diagram tells you how to set it all up. You just follow the colored dots: blue, 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 blue again, and then finally you use a special threader to thread the locking mechanism, which is down here. And the next one, green, 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 green. And finally, to the top, you have the red and the yellow, and they have arrows pointing, tell you where to thread these for the 2 upper needles. Because if I turn it on, you see there are 2 needles here instead of just 1. If you do something called a rolled hem, you can use just 1 needle, but we're not going to do a rolled hem in this video. Okay, so we've switched our machine on. Put this back in place. Now, one thing about this mechanism that's very important is you do not use our starch treatment on fabric that you feed into this mechanism, because if you do, all that starch dust will go down into the mechanism and it'll ruin it. And these machines are not cheap to replace. This one, Husqvarna 905 Husky Lock, it was built around 2004, and I believe I paid about $750 or $800 new for it. It's a really nice quality machine, and I've gotten a lot of use out of it. Works great for making activewear. Do not use the cheap $200 machines. They're not worth it.